Riley County Commissioners on Monday approved a new measure aimed at helping the health department collect unpaid bills. The health department will enroll in the Kansas Debt Set-Off program, which will allow the county to recover money owed by intercepting state payments, such as tax refunds or lottery winnings from individuals with outstanding debts. Director Diane Creek explained yesterday that while the program may not generate large sums of money, it does offer another tool to recoup funds that have proven difficult to collect through traditional billing.
We send people bills, we call them, we send multiple bills, and if they don't pay, they just don't pay. But this will be another way to gather some revenue.
The department will begin by targeting unpaid child care licensing and clinic bills, but will continue to work with residents on payment plans to ensure that services remain accessible. After years of declines in student enrollment, Kansas State University has begun to see a small turnaround in enrollment trends in each of the last 2 years. University leaders are expecting another increase this fall. K-State Vice President of External Engagement and Chief of Staff Marshall Stewart spoke about some of the enrollment goals the university hopes to achieve in the future.
We expect that someday we will be at about 23,000. That's our goal in terms of undergraduate and graduate and campus-based between the three campuses. If you go beyond that, we look at about 7,000 other learners who get credentials, micro-credentials, certificates. So ultimately, we'll be serving roughly around 30,000 learners.
But the path forward isn't without some challenges. Stewart says only 43% of Kansas high school graduates are currently pursuing higher education. That, according to the Kansas Board of Regents, a figure that has dropped by about 12% in the past decade.
We've got to flip that narrative about higher education. 2-year, 4-year, public-private, we got to do more to get more, because if Kansas is going to be successful economically, the state of Kansas State and all of our sister institutions in KBOR and community college and technical schools, we've got to do a better job of getting more students into that pipeline.
Stewart was a guest on Within Reason with Mike Madsen on Monday on News Radio KMAN. A Manhattan man who was found unresponsive Sunday morning by authorities is now facing a slew of criminal charges. The Riley County Police Department says 24-year-old Elize Moreno was transported to Ascension Via Christi after he was found unconscious in the 200 block of Fort Riley Boulevard. Upon being released from the hospital, police arrested Moreno for possession of stolen property, possession of a controlled substance, and for driving on a suspended license. He remains jailed on a $5,000 bond. A Pittsburgh man charged with 3 counts of child sexual abuse maintains he's innocent. 44-year-old Jeffrey Bailey appeared Monday for arraignment in Riley County District Court. Bailey was arrested April 16th on 5 total counts of rape against a minor. 2 of the counts have since been dropped after a judge found there was insufficient evidence to support the claims. Bailey has remained in custody since his arrest on a $75,000 bond. He has an additional bond of $10,000 for 4 counts of protection order violation against his wife and the mother of the alleged rape victim. Per his wife's request, Judge John Bosch Monday granted a motion from Bailey's defense attorneys lifting the protection order on his wife, but he still has a bond of $10,000 in that case. A motion to modify Bailey's bond was denied. Bailey's case is scheduled for trial to begin on December 2nd. And a December trial is also set for a 25-year-old Manhattan man facing charges of child sex crimes. Joseph Ray Marlowe pleaded not guilty in Riley County District Court last week to 2 counts of aggravated criminal sodomy of a child under the age of 14 and 2 counts of aggravated indecent liberties. He was arrested on March 3rd in connection to the alleged charges. A 4-day trial will begin December 2nd. Marlowe remains jailed on a $50,000 bond.
The Nordstrom Anniversary Sale is on now. Shop new arrivals on sale for a limited time from Madewell, Bobbi Brown, New Balance, and more. You'll find tons of deals under $100 on summer-ready fits, plus beauty exclusives from your favorite brands. Nordstrom makes shopping easy in stores, at Nordstrom.com, and on their app. Hurry, prices go up August 4th.
This episode is brought to you by Espolón Tequila. Slow, sticky, snoozy. They call these the dog days of summer. But Espolón? They don't do boring. Welcome to the Marg Days. Espolón Tequila. 100% blue Weber agave, born to shake up your summer. Just add lime, agave, and a little attitude. Visit EspolónTequila.com. Espolón Tequila, 40% alcohol, volume 80 proof. Copyright 2025 Campari America, New York, New York. Drink responsibly.
Good morning. I'm Troy Coverdale with your sports headlines. Yesterday marked the first press conference of the new football season for K-State head football coach Chris Kleinman. He gave an update on George Fitzpatrick following a medical emergency suffered by the offensive lineman on July 16th.
He had a medical incident last week of the summer He's doing much better. He's back in Manhattan. He's been to the facility a handful of times. And really, guys, it's just a day-by-day basis with George. We don't really have a timetable, but he's doing a lot better.
The offensive lineman has not returned to the practice field or workouts just yet, but it's expected he'll be part of the team's lineup at some point this season. Colorado coach Deion Sanders says he was diagnosed with an aggressive form of bladder cancer, but after surgery, his oncologist has considered him cured, so he expects to coach this season. Doctors at UC Health and Anschutz Medical Center revealed that a section of his intestine was reconstructed to function as a bladder, adding he won't need radiation or chemotherapy. Ronald Acuna Jr., Marcell Ozuna, and Austin Riley all homered. Braves snapped a 5-game losing slide by besting the Royals 10-7. Kansas City walked 14 batters Monday night, 6 of them issued by Rich Hill, who lasted 4 innings, giving up 4 runs on 4 hits in just his second game appearance. All-star pitcher Chris Bubich of the Royals now to miss the remainder of the season with a strained rotator cuff. The lefty 8-7 with a 2.55 ERA, earning his first All-Star selection, but he gave up 3 runs and recorded just 1 out at the Midsummer Classic, then left Saturday's game against the Guardians, giving up 3 runs on 3 hits while walking 4 over 2 2/3 innings. Same 2 teams tonight in Kansas City. Coverage at 6 on News Radio KMAN. Have a great day. I'm Troy Coverdale.